Welcome back, everybody, to Season 4 ZB's Horsepower Talk. As always, I'm ZB Zach Brown, and joining with me, as always, is former 410 Sprint Car crew chief and mechanic, my dad, Jeff Brown. So much stuff has happened in this offseason. Hope everybody's enjoyed it, had a great offseason, great holiday season, everything like that. Before we get into the news about everything that's happened in motorsports, we want to give our thoughts and prayers and wishes to all that have been involved in the tragedies that have happened in the offseason. The Biffle family, Greg Biffle, and obviously his family killed tragically in that plane crash, and also the other ones that were involved in that plane crash as well. I'm not going to go into the details of everything with it. Go search for it yourself. That way you can understand exactly what happened. If you have not heard about it, you have to be living under a rock if you've never heard about it. There's been a lot of memorial services, awesome stuff from the communities that have come together and wished Biffle and the family well. And just insane to see something like that, especially with the little kids involved. It's just awful. The Hamlin family, Danny Hamlin, wish them thoughts and prayers there. Danny's dad tragically passed away in a house fire. He was sick, and it was expected he was not going to live much longer. But, of course, nobody wants to see something tragic like that with a house fire. And his mom's been in critical condition. She has been improving, and that's been the news I've heard. So that's really good to hear. But before I wanted to start off on anything, I just wanted to get that out there and just don't want to start off in a somber note, but it would be disrespectful to not acknowledge what happened this offseason with that.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, good to hear about Denny's mom. So hopefully she keeps improving and gets to come home, sooner than later for sure.
Right. And let's kick off a talk about what we've been watching at the Chili Bowl, and it was the record amount of viewing in Flow Sports history. The most, and I mean, across all of Flow Sports, and they have so many different sports, and it was the most viewed. I didn't see the exact numbers. It was in the tens of millions. I think it was upwards of over 30 million total.
Well, they've been broadcasting parts of it live on YouTube, which everybody has access to. So that's really smart on their part. Get people to get a little taste of it, and get some subscribers that way. That place is just freaking neat. I mean,
it is. So, and it was the record amount of cars. I think every year we go over
400 some cars, and that's just crazy.
And then you have all the lower classes. I mean, you've got the kids racing.
That's the weekend before
But it's the whole same.
Oh yeah, it's like a whole 2-week thing. It's really cool. That's a bucket list thing to go see.
And obviously the Tulsa Shootout was able to get it kick started, and then it ends with the Chili Bowl. Just a lot of great racing and the coolest name in motorsports.
Yeah, he does have a badass name.
It is the coolest name. I did send him a message. Maybe we can possibly get him on later on this season. Emerson Axum is the Chili Bowl 2026 champion. Tell me there's not a cooler name in motorsports. I don't know why. It just rolls off the tongue so well. It sounds awesome. It's just a badass name. And if anybody sees what I'm wearing right now, we don't have a sponsor right now, but I got that because I just bought a bunch of Chemical Guys stuff today because it snowed here. I need to clean the cars off and get all the salt off. So Chemical Guys has a thing at Walmart right now and probably other stores, but it's a bucket and you get all their main cleaning stuff, the interior and exterior, and then it comes with a hat. And I thought a hat looks pretty damn cool. So I'm just going to wear it on the show and shout them out and see, maybe work on a sponsorship in the future. So we'll see. I think it feel like it would kind of correlate well with a motorsports show and a car cleaning equipment. Kind of goes hand in hand there. So shout out to them. But yeah, Emerson Axum winning the Chili Bowl is really cool. Larson had started on the bowl, had a great shot at it, and he ended up flipping. And I didn't see exactly what happened. I don't know if he got.
I think he got with a lap car and ran up over a wheel or something. I can't quite remember what happened, and just it's one of those things. It happens.
Did Larson win the Tulsa Shootout? I can't remember who won. You know what? Here's a good thing about the internet, and we're recording this right now.
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
He won his prelim night, and then he won the qualifying thing to start on the pole. But he was actually running second.
Oh yeah. Why is it? Okay. So, oh, yeah. Dason Pursley. Yeah, he won. That's right.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it was, yeah, Larson didn't win the main events at all there, but yeah, I forgot Dason Pursley won because I remember because I think he was racing at either Knoxville, the Kings Royal, and that's the first time I've ever heard of him. And that's I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool to see him get that win. Um, is Da- is Dason the one that's in the new Casey Kane car replacing Sweet? I think
Is it him?
I think so.
Yeah, it could be.
I think it's Dason
Because he
Pursley.
won. He won the non-wing something at Eldora, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Yep. Yeah, he's driving the number 9 for. I thought, okay, I wasn't imagining things. Too much stuff's happened this offseason.
Yeah,
And I think they've released the. Yep. So it's the same, more or less the same paint scheme as. I'll put it on the screen here, as Brad Sweet's car was with the 49 when it was the blue
okay.
Napa, and it's just the 9. So looks really sharp, and seeing how I believe they're racing in high limit, if I'm not
Yeah, I
mistaken.
believe so.
And the World of Outlaw schedule has just been officially released, and Volusia starts next weekend. Well, I mean, it's been released last week, but they're like pressing it in the
Well,
start.
actually, they are supposed to have the 360s there this weekend, and I saw some posts from I think it was Justin Peck saying they weren't going to make it down for this just because of all the bad weather up there, and it's supposed to be cold as balls down here this weekend too, and they're calling for snow flurries and everything. So I don't know if they'll even get that racing in Volusia.
Which racing the 360, if you're able to race in both events, it gives you that little bit more advantage to at Volusia and be able to get more track time. Any amount of track time is good.
Yeah, especially after being off for a little bit, just getting some track time. And if anybody's coming down going to see any of these races, just NASA's going to be launching the Artemis mission to orbit the moon. That's supposed to launch Friday night on whatever it is, February 8th.
That's if it's clear skies from your house, that's going to be a sight to see. That thing is going.
Yeah, that thing's
You
big.
think we can see a lot right now with just the regular boosters? That thing. Did you even see pictures of it? I saw one
Yeah,
where
oh yeah.
I saw where it was a person standing next to it, and it's like that's insane. And the Saturn V that took everybody to the moon originally, no, not even that can't
Yeah.
even touch this thing. It's like it's the boosters are the size of the Saturn V. It is a massive piece of machinery. It's already completed its unmanned mission to the moon. I know we're getting a little off track, but I get a little nerdy when I talk about
But
that.
yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of racing going down. If you're going to come down, try to make it somewhere close to that area Friday night. You're going to get a good view of it. I mean, it's going to light up the whole night sky, so you can see it. I mean, you can see it from Orlando. So
Yep. Um, the biggest news in motorsports this offseason. We ended the season with JD Layok, who's actually going to come on here shortly, and we'll discuss a little bit more in depth on some things. But the chase for the Cup is back in NASCAR,
yeah,
and so how they are doing it, they are going to basically reward consistency throughout the season. Win is not guaranteed in,
that's smart.
and I like that.
But they
They are
must have
also
listened to our show though, because they did give
that's what they
extra
did.
points for winning.
That's what they did. So yeah, so the I think it's 55 points to win, and I think it's like 40 for
Yeah,
second. So there is a significant difference. There's no more playoff points, which I don't really understand why there's stage racing at this point. Then, but stage racing will still accumulate regular points, and 10 points going to the winner of the stage, and obviously consistency throughout the year. One bad race isn't going to kill you, but you can't have many bad races because the top 16 will get in. Now 16 is pretty generous, and it's
yeah,
before it was 10, and 10 kind of it made sense. Now you kind of open the door for a lot more people to be able to make it in, but you still have to be consistent throughout the next 10 races in a row. And of course, the season finale is in Homestead. Still love that. I think that's fantastic. I think it's a fantastic track to do it, fantastic city to do it. I mean, this is a big entertainment area.
yeah.
I'm glad they're going away from Phoenix right now and going into Miami. Miami is such a I enjoy that track. And with this car, this package, they're going to a mile and a half a mile and a half,
Yeah.
But to finish up the year, that's going to be pretty solid.
Yeah, and one nice thing with the extra points, so for winning, if you do have a bad race and you roll off a couple wins, throughout the year, you can gain those points back pretty quick. So it makes it pretty nice. So if you're battling somebody for whatever position, and you can knock off a couple wins, you can pick up 30 or more points real quick, even if they're running well. So I like it. Yeah, like you said, I think 16's a little too many. I think 12 would have been better because I know we're going to give our list, and 16 was trying to think of 16 drivers that even probably maybe deserved to be in the chase was a good little difficult after you got about 12 of them. So
And obviously, this off season, it it ended with litigation as well in the 2311
yeah, I never quite
and
understood
NASCAR
the
debacle.
whole what that whole
Basic,
thing was about.
Basically, it sounded like a win-win with everything. It's I asked JD to look up more into it for me because he's more attuned to it. So best NASCAR basically preserves their charter system, but the teams appear to be able to do more with them, and it lowers the cost. And there's obviously going to be more, and there's some permanent charters as well. So it kind of looks like a win-win. Steve Phelps, the first technical commissioner of NASCAR, he's resigned, and I put this on my TikTok. Follow me on the TikTok too if you guys want some good fun content too. I always clip some of these too, so check that out. And that's how I'm getting some of these guests that we have coming on. We have guests for the next 6 episodes in a row or something.
Cool.
So we got it lined up. So this is kind of how we're going to do. We're going to welcome a guest in here at like the towards the end of every single one, and we're going to have them do like a guest pick coming up. So the Clash is this week. We're going to have JD, well, allegedly this week, whenever it's going to happen. It's the first race of the season. We're going to have JD give a pick for the Clash whenever he comes on. I lost my train of thought. Where was I?
You were talking about Steve Phelps, and then
Oh
started
yeah,
getting on
Steve.
me.
So Steve Phelps officially has been resigned from the commissioner. It was more of like, hey, you better get out
Forcefully
before
resigned, I'm
yeah,
thinking.
before we start suing the hell out of you. That's kind of the thing, which they still might do.
Yeah, I
And
think every race fan's pretty happy with that.
so there's still not technical commissioner yet, and obviously there's got to be a bunch of committees and meetings and stuff. I put through the name out there a while ago. The person that needs to take over, I think, in my opinion, it would go over well with the fans, over well with the garage. Everybody involved is Kelly Earnhardt.
Yeah,
She is well respected in the garage, in the NASCAR community for obvious reasons. I mean, she is the son of one of the greatest NASCAR drivers of all time,
daughter.
a daughter. You know what I mean? 2026, but no, anyways. Um, she does everything for like the
Yeah,
books, all the actual
she's
handling.
very very sharp and in tune. I think. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that would be a good pick.
she
Whether she would want to, that's
yeah, that's different. But I would think she should be at least considered by people
yeah.
to do it. Everybody wants to see Junior do it, and I get it. He's that voice. But behind the scenes, Kelly makes Junior Motorsports go, and Junior will be the first to admit it to you. She does so much for them, and she is out. I mean, obviously, with the help of Junior, he's good at
Yeah.
recognizing talent.
But
But
I mean, he gives her all the credit for running that
but
operation.
but the way she structures everything, that has led to their success and had immense success with it. Um, and the way she's been able to retain Justin Allgaier, I'm sure he's had other offers before, but it almost ends up being that guy. He's kind of taking a hometown discount for it now. He's made the money what he wants to do. I'm
Yeah.
sure at this point in his career he's going to be more of a mentor, which we're also going to get into what he's about to do here, like he did last year. But and we're not really previewing Daytona 500 this week. This is just kind of kicking
Not
off
this week. Next week.
Yeah. So I don't know if we're previewing it really next week. Next week's Super Bowl, so we're just kind of just
Oh yeah, it's 2 weeks.
general. Yeah. But that's the hat I that's the name I want to see put in the hat for that. There's going to be other obvious some choices that you want to. Some people want to see Kenny Wallace. Some people want to see Mark Martin. Those
I
are
think Yeah, I think Ray Evernham would be a good name in there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of solid choices that you have, but I think it has to be somebody that's been involved with NASCAR, not an outside voice that's never done
Yeah,
anything in NASCAR before. Because Steve Phelps, yes, he did commissioner type duties and other things like the PGA, but that doesn't necessarily translate to NASCAR. It is a business, but you also have to run it like
there's
NASCAR.
a very specific fan base you got, and you gotta that's who you gotta please. You're not going to please that. You know that they already determined how they made people mad and some of the ideas, and it's just you know.
Well, let's give our well, one last thing. Well, we'll talk to JD about it here in a
All
second.
right.
Let's give our list for the 16 drivers we think that are going to make the chase for the cup this year. And this is usually we will give like, hey, these are going to be our playoff drivers and all that. But now it's different. Now it's like who we think is going to make it into the chase. We're not going to give championship predictions yet. We'll probably get more into that in Daytona 500, but similar list, I'm sure. So why don't you kick it off this year and give the 16 drivers you think will make the chase for the cup?
All right. So these aren't really in any order. I'm just kind of looking
Yeah,
at the
right.
team
Just 16.
at the teams and going down through. So I have Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, William Byron, and this one was a tough one, whether I want him in or not or deserve to be in. I do have Alex Bowman getting in the top 16. Uh, Ryan Blaney, Austin Cindric, Joey Logano, so all the Penske cars. Chris Buescher is the only one I have out of Roush getting in. I don't know if Brad's health is going to be good enough. He got hurt in that skiing accident. Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace. I do have a rookie, Connor Zilic, getting in. SVG, he's just too good on road courses. I think he'll get enough points. And I do have Ross Chastain. That's 16, right? Yeah.
Okay, so literally the same list, except
Okay.
except so you had Austin Cindric making the chase. I don't have him making the chase. I have Brad Keselowski making the chase. On the simple fact is that how many times in racing and NASCAR specifically you see somebody injure themselves in the off season or even in season,
This is
and
true.
they just randomly just go off in the
Yeah.
season and just have it a great season. Um, yeah, so I have Brad Cindric, and also I mean I have Chris Buescher. Bowman was tough. I'm like, and this is a contract year for Bowman. Bowman
Yeah,
has
that
to.
that was my thing. Maybe, he'll maybe put forth a little more effort or whatever,
I don't
but
think it's that. Well, I think Bowman had showed enough consistency towards the end of last year. I think he will bring that into this year. His car's sharp too. You've seen
yeah.
that car for that it is nice. I like that one. It looks good this year. I think based on the pressure that he needs to perform, the team needs to perform. They've done some behind the scenes changes there slightly to see if that will elevate a little bit more. I don't think Bowman's a bad racer. I
No,
think
I
he's
don't either.
he's he's the product of bad situations that have happened in the middle of races, and he kind of he saw himself outside looking in last year.
Yeah, well, at some point when you have a superstar team, one person's going to have to be the worst one of them all, and it happens to be him.
Yeah, the only issue is like I mean, if you get rid of him, who are you going to replace him with?
Right.
I don't think at this point there's enough. I mean, maybe Corey Day eventually, but I don't see any reason that unless he has a terrible year,
Yeah.
there's no reason not to re-sign him.
Well, a lot of it, if the sponsors are happy with him,
That's the biggest thing.
that's
That
the
I mean, if
main
you get
thing.
sponsorship,
Yep.
and Allies is a financial institution, they're going to bring some money and back that if they want to. I'm going to send this over to JD, get him in. Um, yeah, so the chase is a good thing. I think they had the best of everything.
Yeah.
Even Mark Martin's happy, and he's not usually happy with anything NASCAR does, and I mean it's understandable. But he's like, this will actually crown the very likely the rightful champion,
I mean,
and
it's
you can't really argue with it.
at least being consistent over the last 10 is going to be
But why
hugely
is this?
important, which it's not that easy to do,
We know
especially
what
in
this
this
feels
day.
like. Once again, you change stuff. It feels like a Joey Logano year,
Yeah.
and he shaved his head.
That's right.
So it's just
Can't root against the bald guy.
it's uh it's one of those. It's I don't know. You just feel it, and it might not even start off that way. He's going to. I could see it. He barely gets in, or about mid seating of the chase,
That seems to
and
be
then
his
just
thing.
goes off the last 10 races. I could see that. I could really see Joey doing that, doing well. Now we got new nicknames for him. You could call him what he wants, Cue Ball. Um, I mean, no hate, it is what it is. I guess that was a wig or something or whatever he wore last year.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I thought he had a
thought
hair
he had some kind
transplant,
of
and
hair implants or something, but
I don't know. It's not really my place to really
no,
judge
I
it,
mean
but
it is what it is.
they just threw everybody. Well, at first when that first picture came out in the offseason, he shaved his head. And everybody's like, "What the
That's
hell?"
fake. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
like
like,
that's
"That's
AI.
AI. That's AI." And no, it's not. I mean, he's had his official photo shoots with NASCAR and all of that. A lot of cool different paint schemes are coming, but we're going to welcome in the I believe is 4-time iRacing champion. Now he finished off our season last time, kicking off this season with us. iRacing champion JD Layok joins us once again. Welcome in, JD. Help us kick this off. We already talked about a bunch of things right now, and there's so much that has happened. When we last talked to you, we were like, what is the proper format to do the point system? How's NASCAR need to approach this? I think they nailed it. What do you think? I think the chase is a solid choice.
100%. Absolutely. I feel like Christmas came late for NASCAR fans with, gosh, everything that happened. But yeah, for the point, starting with the point system, and I remember I kind of basically somewhat grew up in the Chase era.
Yeah,
Like I was a big Jimmy Johnson fan, so I was treated very well during the Chase era.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and I just enjoy that. Like it's a somewhat of a full season point standing type deal. I mean, the points are going to reset. You got 10 races to figure it out.
yeah. Do you think 16 is too many, or do you think that's kind of all right? I was thinking that might be a little much. I think 12 that would probably be the sweet number. 10 was what it originally was.
Yeah.
16 might be a lot, but what are you thinking?
I will say if I mean I'm who knows what to believe on social media with a lot of the announcements coming out. But if the road course is going to get eliminated from the postseason, as from
Oh,
what people keep saying with the Roval, don't know yet, haven't confirmed anything yet.
yeah,
I mean, I feel like that 16 is gonna it'll get weeded out. So I would say 16 might be too much just based on just I mean you kind of got the basics of tracks like you don't have to rely on road courses like
yeah. And well, I still think it's going to end. You're going to end up with the most deserving champion at the end. Uh,
100%.
and yeah, so I forget who reported it, but it was the Athletic. They've released that there's rumblings that they're going to officially get rid of the Roval. Nothing's confirmed by NASCAR yet.
Yeah, I
Uh,
kind of got mixed feelings. It's kind of neat just from a fan standpoint, just watching it, but it's kind of, in my opinion, a gimmick race.
I think it's run its course. It really has. I mean, it was all right for the first couple years.
It usually makes a pretty good race at the end for whatever
We
reason. Is usually something on the line going on there, and the last few laps they get beaten and banging, and that part of it's kind of neat. But like I said,
I mean the two Roval races that I went to, um, Chase Elliott ran into the Tums heartbreak wall, came back and won, and then the next time he got dumped by Kevin Harvick, and then Kevin Harvick got a little scared of him
So you definitely
and
don't
ranked
like the Roval
himself.
right now. Being a Chase fan, you don't
Yeah.
really care for the Roval.
Well, I mean, Chase's road course expertise is kind of taking a step back, but like you said, it ran its course. Like you got that excitement at the beginning. I mean, you had Jimmy Johnson dive bombing and trying to get that win from Martin Truex, and
Yeah,
then I mean, it was kind of just like it was a last lap deal with the Roval. I mean, it was exciting to see that type of stuff, but
yeah,
yeah, and just the way this car performs on the mile and a half, I think everybody it was doing a disservice to not see two ovals raced at Charlotte a year. I've even advocated Charlotte can be in contention over the next few years to be the championship weekend. I mean, Miami obviously is a great choice to have the championship. I already talked about that. I'm with you. I grew up with the chase, and seeing Miami be the championship race, the finale. I think that's fantastic. It's obviously a great city to do that in. I mean, that party city really, but they know how to put on events. And but I think any mile and a half really would suffice for a championship weekend finale. Las Vegas needs to have the name in there too, but I think Charlotte. I mean, the heart of racing country where a lot of these teams are based out of. I think that would be a choice where they need to consider that. And Charlotte's attendance over the years has dropped down. I think this year it's going to skyrocket back up, especially being America's 250th birthday. So I think you're going to see a lot of attendance this year and all of that. And I mean, it's going to be, especially Memorial Day weekend, it's going to be insane. Yay, me working it, but it'll still be really, really cool to see.
Yeah, but we went a few times to the October race in the chase at Charlotte. And, we always had a great time there. I mean, it's usually hot till the sun goes down, and then it gets pretty nice. I mean, it used to be a real fun event. I kind of miss that, but yeah, the chase is a good thing. Like I remember, I'm old enough to remember where the points race was over 4 or 5 races to go. I mean, there was going to be no catching whoever was going to win. So yeah. Then like we said, 16 is probably too many. I don't remember the exact format on how the points reset. I think it breaks down, where the winner does have bonuses. So you're already 16 back. You probably got a pretty big hole to dig out of, but hey, anything can happen.
I mean, you still got Talladega in the middle of the chase, so
Yeah.
of course you're going to see anything happen. Chicagoland's back this year. That's awesome
Great
to
track.
see. I mean, it's fantastic. Get away from that the Chicago street course. No, fans there liked it. I mean, the few they had. The road course, street course, whatever you want to call it, the naval base in June.
That's kind of neat, especially with the 250th anniversary. That one is a good call, I think, just for that standpoint of it. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to come out.
The 750 horsepower is getting added to a bunch of different tracks too. I'm curious to see how that goes. They did a bunch of testing at North Wilkesboro, so that'll be interesting how they play that out and which tracks. I didn't see exactly all the tracks that they're going to do. Excited to see what the results are if the fans, we've all been calling for, it actually pans out at the end. I think. Well, it also helps that Steve Phelps is out of NASCAR.
Yeah.
And now NASCAR is actually listening to fans and people around the garage and former champions, former and current Hall of Famers. They're listening to everybody. And I think that's definitely smart on NASCAR because they were losing a lot of fan base and they're realizing, hey, we have all these old time fans that they want to come back and enjoy the experience of the track. And we're not really getting a whole new fan base come in. Let's kind of go back to what we were, and we're going to just flex how good we are, and if people want to come and enjoy that as the new fan base, so be it. But we're not going to change for them.
Yeah, I think the added horsepower, especially if they're going to run it on the tracks that wear tires, is really going to make a big difference. Where the drivers are going to have to really be careful not to spin the tires off the corners and wear those things out. I mean, you can balzer for 5-6 laps and go like hell, but you know, after 10, you're going to be a sitting duck. So there's going to be a lot of strategy going on, and that could make end of races really exciting when you get guys like Larson and Reddick, and they're not afraid just to throw up on the wall, all 750 horsepower just balls out. It's going to be quite interesting. I think. I think it's a step in the right direction. I'd still like to know how they regulate.
Yeah,
I would love to know the rules. Be like, here's what you can run, and it is what you make. So I don't know how they can just
a lot of it's got to be computer. A lot of it's got to be computerized anymore.
Yeah, you set it in that tent, it scans it. I mean, it's all these things that they're building. I'm keeping track of the one they're putting up at Junior Motorsports. Their little setup that they got going on there. I mean, it's much different times, of course.
Yeah. Well, you're all decked out in sponsors and stuff, so it looks like you're going to have a race kicking off as we're recording this tonight. So, talk about this season. What's your first race? What's kind of going on, and how that progresses for you this season?
Yeah, we're setting up for one I'm doing. We're kicking off Daytona. It's I get a little bit of ways out, but we're working with some new with a new system on iRacing that they partnered with PI Toolbox that the real life drivers use for telemetry. It's live, up to date. I can monitor it throughout the entire practice session. So not only are we getting me and my three guys together, we're gonna run some laps at Daytona, um, but also gonna do some promotions and make the sponsors happy. Um, Bass Pro Shop hooked us up with the custom Bass Pro Shop's fishing jersey to
Nice.
this one and this black jersey here. Um, they did spell my name right. Good shout outs to them.
That's good.
And yeah, so I'm excited for this season with Bass Pro returning to the 27 car. We got some new partners coming aboard. Um, I'm excited for Daytona. I won one 500, but I think two Daytona 500 sounds really good. Um, we got the championship trophies coming here in the next week from our late model championship that we won at the beginning of last year, and then of course our fourth championship cup championship that we just won. So lots
Yes.
of cool stuff coming in. Bass Pro is actually setting up. I don't know if you guys follow MPI on social media. Max
Mhm.
Pappas. They released two replica Dale Earnhardt Jr. Sim racing wheels of Sundrop and Bass Pro Shops.
All right.
And so the Bass Pro Shop ones is coming in the next week or two, and we're gonna have a new wheel. I can get rid of this old MPI wheel, and I mean we're locked and loaded, man.
Nice.
I always get amped up for Daytona.
Oh yeah, and you get towards the end of a football season, and it's like, hey, we're started NASCAR season and racing season and everything, and it's like, yeah, finally. Especially when like if your team doesn't win at all in the playoffs, and you get all mad, it's like, hey, racing's back. Now we're
And
happy. We're ready to start again. And
my Packers got eliminated, and I saw a Cletus McFarland commercial for Daytona, and I was like,
yeah,
boom, we're in. Let's go.
uh, before we let you go, we're having guests pretty much every episode we're gonna have now. They're gonna release every Friday. Try to keep it more of an organized pace because I can either record either Wednesdays or Tuesdays or Wednesdays every week. So guests are gonna come on. Then we have a big guest coming on next week. We'll talk about it after you're off, of course, but. The Clash, allegedly, is going to be this week. I don't think it's going to happen because of the snow coming in, the cold temperatures. They're talking about maybe putting it midweek next week or even next Saturday. They're not going to do it in the middle of the Super Bowl. That would be the dumbest thing they could ever do.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
potentially it could be middle of the week next week or even next Saturday, which would be fine. But we want to give our race picks. We give race picks every single week, every single race week. So as our guest this week, who do you think will take the Clash to kick off the season?
I feel really good about this one because I watched last year's Clash. Of course, Chase won, my guy. But I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Ross Chastain's gonna win the Clash.
Oh, interesting pick.
Okay. All right, Dad, who you got for your pick?
I'm not going out on a limb quite as much. I'm sticking in the Hendrick camp, but I got short track 24 car. It's hard to argue against that one. I'm going to go with Willie B on that one.
I'm going completely different garage, and he's got a nice stash going on this year. New dad, Ryan Blaney for the Clash.
That's a good pick.
JD, I'll keep you updated on the fantasy league and everything that we'll be kicking off here soon. I've got to actually, I'll probably do it either tonight, tomorrow, get everything. We got about 10 people going to be joining to have a little bit of fun NASCAR fantasy this
That'll
week.
be fun.
Good luck
See
with
how
everything.
bad we really are at this.
Hey, well, y'all gonna realize how good my mom is. So she randomly will just pick winners every week. But good luck with everything this season. I'm sure we'll get you back on again.
Real quick before you go, JD, for people that want to tune in and watch iRacing, how do you tune in to watch your races so people can?
If you want to watch my races, I have my own Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/beardedbreezy.
I'll put it here on
Um,
the screen.
Yeah.
yep. And then we have, after Daytona, we will have a regular broadcast stream on B2E Motorsports on Twitch
Okay.
as
Cool.
well for anybody who wants to watch not just my inside camera. So
Yeah. So
it's
I
awesome.
mean, it's pretty wild. If anybody hasn't seen it, it's iRacing's. It's freaking unreal.
The laser focus that he has with it, because my attention span, he also has little kids, everybody. So, I mean, it's his attention span and the patience his wife must have to make sure the kids don't come in and jump on him in the middle of it. That is key, because I have two little ones back there and they're making noises. I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, we already did restart the show once.
Yeah. This is the second attempt at recording everything. Luckily, I haven't heard anything crash and nobody's crying right now, but.
Yeah.
But it is laser focus. He is locked in, guys. You'll definitely enjoy it, and it's quite literally like watching a NASCAR race. As good as the graphics are anymore,
really cool.
it's insane. It's really cool, and he's got the ticker. I mean, it's legit. It's legit stuff. So, good luck. Try to get another 500. I mean, on your way to try to get another fifth title. Awesome, man. So good luck. And hey, do they do the chase in yours too? Are they going to do the actual thing?
Yeah, we pretty much try to stick to the same like we did last year.
Nice.
We did the playoffs with elimination, but we're sticking to the chase.
Awesome.
And all that stuff gets tracked with Sim Racer Hub. We'll
Well,
plug for them. They keep track of our points, and it's very easy.
awesome, man.
It's
Well,
awesome.
we appreciate you again coming on. I'm sure we'll get you on at some point later on this season. Good luck with everything, and we'll catch up with you.
All right, buddy. See y'all, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, that was cool.
Yeah.
Always good to have JD on. I don't even know how to. That's how you do it. Just finishing up right now. There was something I was about to talk about, but thank you. I just got this. I got some food.
Well, you got to have your dinner.
Yeah. Oh shoot, what was I was going to say? Yeah, so anybody that wants to that has already responded to me for the fantasy league, thank you very much. Will we get it kick started? I will get everything uploaded this coming weekend and try to get it live. The Clash doesn't have anything for fantasy anyway, so we're not missing anything. It's just all the points races that it does.
Yeah,
So it doesn't include
maybe throughout the year we can get some of our fantasy players to come on now and then and talk about their picks and how bad we suck. And
yeah, we might do like some sort of all-star break type of thing where we
it'd be cool to get everybody on and
so if y'all haven't yet, and again, not the full episode is going to be released, but bits and pieces get released on TikTok. Follow the TikTok; a lot of stuff goes on there. Follow the Facebook group; a lot of stuff goes on there as well. And if you're on YouTube, appreciate you. On Spotify, appreciate you listening. Just if you get a chance, if you're just listening in your car, just go ahead and just go check out one of those social medias or all the social medias. That's fine if you want to do that too. We try to post as much as we can. I mean, obviously, this is not a full-time job for us. Otherwise, I'd be like really locked in, beginning this stuff. It'd be looking good. But maybe one day, maybe chemical guys can come on and see what we could do with that. But I can't. I was thinking I was going to put something else in there. I can't think right now. Oh, next week's guest, and I'm going to double confirm it, but the Hall of Fame sprint car driver has been on our show a couple times now. Lance DeWeese will join us next
good
week
friend of the show
for next Friday, and we will have many
spoiler
other guests.
alert, Lance's car for this year is freaking sweet.
It is nice. It's very patriotic. Very patriotic.
That thing is sharp.
I like it, and we're going to talk to him about that. Oh, 69K is going to Knoxville.
Yep, with Darren Pittman, and they're randomly going out to Washington with Pittman going to be running that race out there. That's a haul.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so I don't remember which race they were going out for that one, but yeah, the 69K is going to be at Knoxville. We're going to be at Knoxville.
We might be with the 69K at Knoxville for a little bit at some point. Go see them.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely have to go find them, and I believe Dad's going out. So.
Oh my gosh.
that'll be 92 years old. You know,
I mean,
he'll be
could be
out at
the
Knoxville.
last chance he gets to see a Knoxville National. Dang, he's going back to back years into Iowa. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be really cool. So, wow, this is going to be really exciting. So, everybody stay tuned.
Dad's plans are to go to Knoxville. I mean, you know, obviously at that age,
Yeah.
things can change real quick. But.
Yeah, so that's going to be awesome. So everybody, stay tuned. What's going to happen this season? We're excited. I think this will be the biggest season yet for the podcast. It's got the way I've got it organized. I think it's going to go well. If you guys enjoyed having the little bit of guest time on it, just let us know.
And you know, we like to talk about all kinds of racing. So if you're involved with, I mean, anything, we love to hear your story. That's always interesting. That, you know, if you race go-karts, you race micros, you drag race, you race
work on them, whatever you may do.
RC car racer, which is cool. I used to race RC cars. I mean,
we did it too, and then we made a lot of people got mad because I was passing them, so they crashed me.
Yeah.
But it was, I remember that. Yeah, I still like
that stuff's interesting to talk about, and you know,
whatever your forte in racing and motorsports is, just feel free to come on if you've been involved in actual motorsports. We'd love to have you on. It's we got some small town racers coming on this season. Late models.
Good to hear their stories. How
late models, ARCAs, dirt racers are coming on. It's going to be a good season. It's going to be a lot of fun. Why not kick it off again next week and have Lance DeWeese come on and talk about some things? Maybe we'll see if Lance they figured out if they're going to go to Knoxville as well. That'd be a really interesting conversation we can talk to him about. Yep. So till next Friday, guys. Again, this is going to release on every single Friday as much as we can. If not, we're going to obviously let you know, hey, we're not in town this week. There is a week in March. We probably won't release an episode, but we will keep you updated as it goes by.
We might be able to put some shorts up from where we're going to be.
Could be. We'll see. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep. All right. Bye, everybody.